The Goldfields in Western Australia is situated next to one of the largest woodlands in the world. This woodland provided timber for construction and timber for steam to power the mines and the trains. This is a preview of a video of my adventure riding through these areas to see what's left. Hope you enjoy.
Hello viewers, so I'm out on the KLR. Just back there was, just went past the rabbit-proof fence, one of the original rabbit-proof fences. And I hope this is not too noisy, so I'm talking a little bit louder. We're heading east, about 4.5 hours, 5 hours east of Perth. We're going to hit the Emu fence. Sheep. We're going to hit the Emu fence road, and then we're going to head north. Going to go to a town called, an old ghost town called Mount Palmer, and have a look there. There's a mine in the town there, and then from there to Yellowdine, and then head further east. And then we're going to get to a place called the Woodlands, or there's some wood lines, old train tracks. So there used to be a whole bunch of old settlements and infrastructure and things out there. So we're going to go and see if we can find some of that history, and basically just stay out there for a couple of days, just camping, just looking around at the old history. So a little way to go until we get out there, probably a couple of hours of a bit of this sort of road. There is a little bit of bitumen, and then we'll be out there. So catch you along the way, and hopefully it turns out to be a pretty interesting trip. So on the right here this is the Emu fence road that I'm on, and on the right is the brand new Emu fence proof, or Emu proof fence, dog proof fence. It's just on the right there, and they've cleared quite a bit of the bush. It's growing back a bit now, but quite a bit of the bush. You can see there's two gates, you can see that, to the edge. That used to be all flat, which is really good when you're out here, because you can see kangaroos, but quite a few kangaroos out on this road. So we're going to follow this north until we get to the old ghost town of Mount Palmer, and then we'll go through there into that ghost town, I think, if I've got time. Yep, this is quite a long piece of road, so I'm not going to record the whole thing. So here at Mount Palmer, this was one of the biggest, flashest pubs built. When they found gold here, they thought it was going to be a big thing, so they built a giant pub, but the gold ran out pretty quick, and they pulled the pub down to build other pubs around the Goldfields. There was that many bricks in it, they could build a couple of other pubs. So we'll go and take a look and see what's left. So this looks like it would have been the cellar. And over here is the big arch that would have been the entrance, I presume. And then there's the corner. And just beyond this, over there is where the actual sort of main town is. We're going to have a quick squiz at some of that stuff. There's not a lot remaining, but you can sort of still see the remnants of streets and a few houses.
there's a snake in there under those bricks, and someone's put in this stick, my guess is, so they can crawl out. It wasn't very big, only 18 inches long.
Okay, so we're just about to leave Mount Palmer. We're just going to go through this bit of a campsite they've set up here to see. This road should meet up with the road heading to Yellowdine, I think. So we'll go and take a look. Campers. It's an old town site. Through here somewhere. Okay, it should be the road to Yellowdine. So it's been a bit of rain here, so there's a bit of sand washes that can catch you out if you're not a very good sand rider, which I'll say that I am the greatest sand rider by any stretch. I'm a lot better than I used to be. When I was a kid, I used to be able to hoon around. I lived out this way, so sand was just what we did, but over the years lost confidence, I lost something. Well, bikes were smaller, high power light bikes back then too, not 280 kilos of gear and bike and person, so it makes a difference. But yeah, getting better. Trick speed, just got to go fast enough. So we're coming up to the little roadhouse of Yellowdine on the highway. So we've got a little bit of highway driving now, or riding, and then we're going to head east to Coolgardie. So I should have plenty enough fuel, especially with what I've got in the panniers. Should be able to just get to Kalgoorlie easily with that. I'm just going to have a look in here because I had a look on the Google Earth and there was something in here of interest, an old reservoir and piping, something like that. So I thought I would just take a look at what was in here. There's a major campground. Generally not my sort of spot. So we're here at this aquifer, this old aquifer. So this used to channel water, I believe, to steam trains. So they used to collect it in this dam or collect it over there and dump it to the dam. I'm not sure, we'll go find out, but it's a big cast iron aquifer above the ground. Pretty cool, not something you see here in Australia very often. And it's getting a bit warm. I opted not to take my jacket off because this is only a short stop, but maybe I should have because it is pretty warm at the moment. So this is a little wall, and the wall goes around there that fed this channel and collected all this rainwater. So quite an engineering feat for the day. So this is a campground, and here there's a few people. It's actually quite a nice campground, toilets. You could probably swim in that dam water. It looks pretty good. Okay, back to the highway. This is just a little stop that I've always wondered what was in here. I knew there was an aquifer thing there. I'd never seen it, so that was yeah, interesting bit of infrastructure. And just going to have a rest and grab something to eat here, and continue on to the camp. So we're heading out, going to go past Burrow Rock and out this way, or south of Coolgardie, and hang out here for a day or so, having a look at all the old stuff. So we'll see what's out here. I've never been to this part of the Woodlands or the Goldfields, south of Coolgardie. So I've been east, I've been around these parts, but not this way. So we'll see what's out here, get some photos, some video. Maybe if we're super lucky, be able to go for a swim in one of the reservoirs, or at least cool down somehow. At the moment, it's a bit of cloud cover at the moment, but it's should be touching 40 degrees. I'll have to check the temperature gauge, but it's about what it'll be. So yeah, she's pretty warm. So yep, once we get out of town, we'll hit the interesting part, so we'll catch you then. Always got to be wary of animals out here. There's a lot of station stuff and no fences or bad fences. So there's a fence there, but they've obviously got out. And there was a sign back there that said "Beware of sheep on road," and they were right. So this is basically what they call the Woodlands. This is where they cut a lot of trees. An area the size of about a third of Tasmania, I believe, half of Tasmania, was cut down here to supply structural wood and firewood for steam to keep the mines going. And there's a whole heap of old railway lines and town sites and camps and machinery and bits and pieces, and also some machinery from farming from when they were trying to feed the people out here. So yeah, really interesting sort of history, and yeah, wanted to come out and take a look. So get out there, and then we'll take some other roads to try and follow some of the old railway lines and see what's there. Little parking spot. So this is Burrow Rock. There's a dam up here, and they've built all this stuff since a little while ago, so it's not so doesn't look so out of the way. Made it look like a tourist spot. So there's some tables there and a campfire. You can actually have campfires here, so, they said. So yep, she's a bit of cloud cover now, so it's pretty good. It's not stupidly hot. It's probably still 37, but it's not the sun hot. So there's some old machinery over here, so we'll go and take a look at that. Some of the farm gear they use to try and grow food out here for when they were cutting wood. This is some of the farm equipment that would have been used to try and grow food out here. An old sunshine harvester, and as per normal, that front panel's gone because it's got the sunshine on there, and they take them off and nail them to the walls of hotels, things like that. And there's an old seeder or a combine, as it called here. And an old vehicle. It looks like a scrub roller behind that. I'm going to go up there and have a look at the dam and see what's up there. I think it's up here. There you go, beautiful water. Oh, so that's refreshing. It's pretty refreshing. Okay, so that's Burrow Rock. There was actually one of the Aboriginal guys who looks after it there, so he had an interesting talk to him. This is all the old machinery, so now we've got to find this road that is goes out on the Woodlines track. So I don't know if that's over there somewhere. Let's go and take a look. See what we can find. Let's have a look out here. This is like a camping spot, I think. Okay, so this is the Woodlines track. So now we're off the main road. We'll tootle down here and see what's around. See if we can find any old stuff. Of the old railway line. That's what they were after to cut down, the bigger ones. Oh, there's the railway line. That would be the old railway line. If I go into here, this is the original railway line. This cutting. Check that out. 100-year-old railway line. Still recording. Bit of water. So this is the old cutting for the line. There's no line or sleepers left, but this was the cutting. The road's just over there. You can see where they've cut all the trees down there for the rest of the line going that way. I'll take a photo. Okay, I'm heading off again from just looking at that cutting. Oh, that's bloody beautiful. It's like 40 degrees, 102 Fahrenheit, and I reckon it's about bloody 70 or 80 percentage humidity. It is pretty humid. So having a heap of thunderstorms, and it looks like they're going to have more today, so that's where the humidity's coming from. And also what's causing the thunderstorms, a bit of a cycle. Until we have something come in, cold change or something, and wipe it and blow it all away. But beggars can't be choosers when it comes to what days off they get. How am I going to do here? Up here, so going over that. There's a bit more of the actual railway line track. Actually on where it actually was. Pop back out onto the main road now. So I'm about halfway down the Woodlines to Cave Hill, and it's pretty damn warm, and it's pretty humid, and it's easy going, but the heat's starting to get to you a bit. But so I'm just going to show you something here that you see a lot of. Is like there's one here, these trees here, there's one cut off there, and if you start walking through here, you'll start to see trees cut off, and this would have been the trees they were cutting down to build the railway line and to feed the steam trains and all that. So you can see there's one here, there's a couple over here, and some of them you can actually see that aren't as weathered. You can actually see still the saw marks in there, or the axe marks. So a lot of these, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them would have been cut off for the woodlines. Oh, I've got sweat flowing into my eyes. Far from the camp though, that's good. I'm hoping like hell that reservoir is full of crystal clear beautiful water and there's no one there, which is probably a pretty good chance. Waypoint for this rolling stock or cart or right in front of me, so let's see if I'm right. I got it off the web. I think I might have got it from a photo. Ah, here it is. It is here. Oh well, let's go and take a look. So here's an old cart or rail stock or something for carting things on the side of the rail track. I don't know if it's for logs because it's got those straps across the top and it would make it difficult to get logs in there. I can't see any wheels anywhere lying around. So, well, I've stopped a bit on the bike. All I've lost is an end cap that hasn't come off ever in its life, but it decided to come off. Lucky nothing was in there. And haven't lost anything, but I'll have to glue the next one on. God damn, is it hot. Oh yes, she's about 41 and humid. And I'm starting to struggle a bit. don't have far to go to Cave Hill, so I'm hoping that reservoir's full, and first thing I'm going to do is strip off and jump in and get my temperature down. So it's just about to take off, and I saw this old horse trough and yards, so I had to stop, even though I didn't really want to because I'm hot. But there's a whole bunch of like yards, things here. Looks like a old drum that did something, a horse trough feeder thing, something like that. Yeah. The track continues down there. Didn't want to stop just because of the temperature. Okay, so let's get to Cave Hill. Whew. Oh, starting to really feel a little bit weak. Well, I really want to see some really cool stuff, but in some ways I just want to get to camp, so I don't really want to, but I sort of do. Okay, we're on our way. I have no idea how these Dakar guys do it. Right now, you watch them on TV and you think you could have a crack, but I'm going a pretty easy road here. A bit of heat. Shows your fitness really, and your acclimatisation. I did actually do some acclimatisation this last few weeks in the heat, running in the heat to try and acclimatise to what I thought it would be like. Okay, next stop, hopefully Cave Hill. Hopefully I don't have anything happen and lose the bike. That would be a disaster. I think I would just camp where I dropped it at the minute. Worry about it in the morning. Okay, this GoPro's been frigging around. Never buy a GoPro. Do yourself a favour. This is a GoPro 4 and they still haven't ironed the bugs out. They're up to 6. They just don't care. Good product, good idea, good hardware I think. Software, absolute rubbish. Some of the worst software that I've ever had the luck to deal with. So we're coming up to Cave Hill. I'm hoping the GoPro hangs in there. See what's wrong with it when we get there. Okay, I'm here at Cave Hill. There's a really good campsite up there, but someone's already got it, so I'm just going to set up here, and then I've got to try and get up and get into that lake. It's a thunderstorm brewing over there, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. So hopefully we don't get 3 inches, but you never know. I'm pretty dehydrated, so I'm going to try and pump some water in and start to feel a bit better. So I'm just walking up to get in that lake in the reservoir and have a beer. I brought a beer. It's in my pocket. There's actually someone camping right there, which is a good little spot. So check that out. It doesn't get much better than that. Beautiful. As long as it doesn't rain on me, I'm going in there. I might put the drone up so that gets nice and red. Beautiful, look at that. Yes! It's a long ride and a beer. This is where you need to be. Nothing better than sitting in the Cave Hill Lake with a duck over there behind the 4X and a 4X. Storm is coming in and I have to get back and cover the bike and get my stuff in the tent, but it's too mesmerising, so I'm staying here, probably to my detriment, because I put the drone up earlier and over that hill is a giant storm over that rock. So I better get going. See you back at the bike. Here comes the rain, better go and get my gear in the tent. Probably left it a little long. Okay, here it comes. So that storm that I was looking at earlier came through. Short and sharp, but wet everything. Couldn't get the tent up in time, so I just chucked the thing over it. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Chucked the thing over the bike and just stood out in it. So now I'll try and get this fire going and get the tent up and get everything set up for the night. So the jet boil is boiling the water. Might only take a minute. And we'll throw it in that bag and leave it in there for a couple of minutes and it'll be right to go. And then I'll be eating it with my titanium spoon.